One, two, three.
Constitutional Convention Proposal. Updated Blueprint. 1. Executive and AFP Authority. Transfer the authority of the Armed Forces of the Philippines Commanding-in-Chief from the Executive Branch to the Office of the Supreme Court Judiciary. Police Authority. Place under the military. If the National Police is not cooperative with the Military Chief of Staff, he will be removed and demoted to the lowest police rank and replaced by the next in rank. The AFP chief may assign their own dedicated secretary for administrative and operational coordination. This secretary will only communicate with the two overall designated secretaries. No media access is permitted. 2. Appointment system reform. Abolish election system for all government positions by creating a Board of Directors office for appointments. Board of Directors eligibility. Must be at least 50 years old. Hold a doctorate or master's degree in public administration, political science, or Philippine law. Have at least 20 years of professional experience in governance, law, or public service. No prior record of corruption or criminal conviction. The Board of Directors office is composed of 7 heads of office, all qualified lawyers under the watch of the judiciary. Their identities are completely confidential to the public. 1. Will serve as the sole appointing body for the president and 3 working vice presidents. 2. Will closely guard the entire archipelago by monitoring all violations of orders committed by all appointed executive officials in real time. To this end, hundreds of commissioned men and women from all walks of life will be deployed as discreet reporters nationwide. They will not know each other's identities to ensure accurate data collection. Each VP will represent one of the Philippines' major regions: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. President and working vice presidents eligibility. Must be at least 45 years old. Hold a master's degree in Philippine law, public administration, or regional development. Have at least 15 years of experience in leadership roles within their region. Be a member of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines or have equivalent public service credentials. No prior corruption or criminal record. The president has no automatic succession right from VPC. All 4 positions have equal status and same salary. No top role. For any individual, the governing body is the ultimate authority. In case of death, incapacity of any of the 4 positions, the matter is exclusively handled by the BOD. 3. LGU appointments and oversight. Each regional VP will accept secret nominations and appoint all local government unit heads. LGU head eligibility. Must be at least 40 years old. Hold a bachelor's degree in a relevant field. Have at least 10 years of work experience in their local area. No prior record of corruption. Mayors will appoint all LGU subordinates up to the barangay level. Barangay level eligibility. 1. She must be a lawyer. 2. At least 25 years residency in the area. 3. Good moral character. Barangay captains may recommend appointments for barangay officials, including themselves. There will be no term limits for any position, but appointees are subject to demotion for any violation of duties. Removal from service will be streamlined for all government employees, as all roles will be appointed rather than elected. 4. Executive performance monitoring. Executive branch performance will be discreetly monitored by a BOD national office. Monitoring network requirements. Reporters must be at least 30 years old. Have no prior political affiliation. Be respected members of their communities. Undergo background checks by the judiciary. A nationwide network of commissioned, discreet reporters from all walks of life will conduct monitoring. Reporters will not know each other's identities. The Supreme Court Judiciary will maintain records of all reporters' identities. Even the structure and ranks of the BOD's board members will be confidential, known only to the judiciary. 5. Legislative branch under regional vice presidents. Congress will be composed of 24 senators total. Each regional VP will appoint 8 senators to represent their respective region. Senatorial eligibility requirements. Must be at least 45 years old. Hold a master's degree in Philippine law. Be a member of the Bar Council. Have at least 10 years of experience as a practicing lawyer or government prosecutor. No prior corruption or criminal record. The entire legislative branch will fall under the oversight and direction of the 3 working vice presidents, ensuring regional interests are directly represented and legislation aligns with each area's needs. The House of Representatives will be abolished, as the regional senatorial structure and the OD monitoring network will ensure that the interests of all sectors and communities are accounted for. 6. Post-election era benefits. With elections eliminated, political gridlock and corruption associated with electoral processes will be addressed. 100% continuity in infrastructure projects and national development plans will be achievable. Strict eligibility criteria ensure all officials have the expertise and integrity to serve the public good. 7. Regional vice presidents and federalism. Working vice presidents will be assigned to Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This regional structure, including direct appointment of senators and LGU heads based on strict professional criteria, will facilitate a smooth transition to a federal system of government, with each region having autonomy over local matters while maintaining national unity. The president serves as both the international representative for the Supreme Office and as a unifying mediator between the 3 regional vice presidents. The Office of the Judiciary Supreme Court. 7 Chief Justices. Head of the state. No term limits. Automatic self-maintaining office for continuity. Military power main command. Supreme Court of the Archipelagic Land. The president's role includes representing the head of the state office in the international community. The president reports to a higher authority, the Office of the Judiciary Supreme Court, which serves as the voice of the Constitution and the final arbiter of the Philippine Constitution. Identities of the 7 Chief Justices are completely confidential to the public. Communication and confidentiality protocols. Only 2 designated overall secretaries have exclusive access to both the Supreme Court heads and BOD heads. The BOD and Supreme Court each have their own dedicated secretaries. Communication occurs via secure phone lines and other protected methods. No direct contact between the AFP chief and the Supreme Court, BOD heads. All military directives flow through the designated secretaries. The media is strictly prohibited from interviewing or contacting any secretaries and cannot interview the AFP chief. All official public communications will be handled solely by the president. Email preparation. Subject: Updated Constitutional Proposal Blueprint, finalized with all protocols. Dear stakeholder, attached is the complete and updated blueprint for the Constitutional Convention proposal, incorporating all agreed upon provisions and protocols we developed together. Key additions and clarifications included in this final version. Confirm that only 2 designated secretaries have access to the Supreme Court and BOD heads. Added communication protocols, including secure phone lines for secretarial coordination. Included provision for the AFP chief to assign their own secretary. Reinforced that no individual holds a top role. Authority rests with the governing offices. Clarified succession rules and equal status salaries for the president and vice presidents. Establish strict media access prohibitions for all secretaries and the AFP chief. The blueprint now fully reflects our shared vision for a governance system rooted in institutional authority, confidentiality, and professional expertise. Please review the attached document at your convenience. Respectfully, your name, date, January 9, 2026. Attachment: constitutional_convention_proposal_final_blueprint.pdf. Email to distribute proposal. Subject: a proposed blueprint for Philippine governance for public discussion and ideation. To all concerned citizens of the Philippines, this document is being shared freely to spark thought, discussion, and further development of ideas for our nation's governance. I am not attaching my name to this. My only goal is to get this framework into the hands of as many people as possible, so that collective wisdom can shape it into a complete, viable blueprint if there is merit in its concepts. Attached is a proposal that outlines a governance structure built around institutional authority, professional eligibility, and confidentiality protocols to address challenges like corruption and gridlock. Key points include the Office of the Judiciary Supreme Court as the ultimate governing body, a board of directors for appointments based on strict qualifications, equal status and salaries for the president and regional vice presidents, the president serving as representative and unifier, secure communication channels with limited public access to protect system integrity, a path toward federalism while maintaining national unity. I invite you to read it, share it with others, and build on these ideas. Whether you agree or disagree with parts of it, the hope is that it contributes to meaningful conversation about how we can create a stronger, more effective system for all Filipinos. Please pass this along to anyone who may be interested in contributing to the development of a complete blueprint for our country's future. Attachment: constitutional_convention_proposal_final_blueprint.pdf. Accompanying message to share along with the email. Please help this proposal fly. Share it on social media, forward it to your networks, print copies for community meetings, or discuss it with friends and colleagues. The more people who see it and contribute their thoughts, the better chance we have of building a blueprint that truly serves the Filipino people. Let's work together to shape ideas that can move our nation forward.
Alright, maraming salamat mga kaibigan. Sana mapag-aralan ito ng mga kinauukulan, mabigyan pansin, at kanilang pag-usapan, baka sakali. Dahil kailangan noon, kapag sinabi ho nating ating gusto magkaroon ng constitutional convention or CONCON, ibig sabihin aalisin natin ng mga mali, pero dapat meron tayong nakahandang ipapalit sa mga mali. So itong blueprint na ito ay magsisilbing guide, giya. Pwede naman ninyo itong baguhin kung ayaw ninyo, pero ito po ay naglalarawan ng 100% kontra sa mga kasalukuyang kamalian o sistemang umiiral ngayon sa ating bayan. Sa mga abogado po, inyo po itong pag-aralan, tignan po, inyong balansehin, at bigyang oras upang inyong pagdebatehan. Labas na po ako dyan, labas na po kami dyan. Nagawa na namin ang part namin, ay drawing namin ang dapat na pwedeng pag-isipan ng ninyo, ng madla, dahil binigyan po namin ito ng napakaraming oras. Ito po ay, ang konseptong ito ay galing sa ating malawak na obserbasyon wala pa noong unang panahon, wala pa noong umiral ang panahon ng matandang Marcos hanggang sa kasalukuyan, at sa ating pagbabasa sa mga kasaysayan ng ating bayan, wala sa panahon ng ating ninuno, sa panahon ni God Andres Bonifacio, dahil sa kanyang malagim na kamatayan dulot ng eleksyon. Atin pong alamin, pag-aralan, himay-himayin, at ito ay naghahamon sa mga pantas sa ating panahon, para lalo na sa mga abogado, para inyo itong tignan. Baka sakaling i-consider ninyo ang ilang bahagi nito upang mahubog natin ang ating bagong pamahalaan. Lamang, ang konsepto po talaga nito ay magugustuhan ng mga leaders na hindi KSP. Ibig sabihin po, kapag ang isang namumuno ay walang hangaring ibantog ang sarili, walang hangaring magpayaman o walang hangaring magpasikat, malamang magugustuhan niya ito. Pero sa mga leader na ang gusto ay makilala, maging bantog sa buong mundo, maging sikat sa kanyang mga kapamilya, at nais na ipagmalaki ang kanyang pangalan, isipagsigawan ng kanyang mga kamag-anak na siya ay dakila, siya ay magaling, marunong, ganito, Ibig sabihin, hindi niya ito magugustuhan kasi ito po ay hindi magpapasikat sa kahit sinong tao. Kung ang pangarap mo ay maging maestrado ng ating Korte Suprema, marating mo ang mataas na posisyon sa Korte Suprema, gusto mong sumikat ka bilang isang mahusay na abogado, ibig sabihin naghangad ka ng katanyagan. At kapag ang layunin mo sa buhay ay sumikat, ay hindi mo rin ito magugustuhan. Dahil ang mga magkakagusto lang ng ganitong klaseng blueprint o ganitong klaseng pamamahala ay yung mga taong hindi naghahangad ng sariling katanyagan, hindi naghahangad ng palakpak ng mga tao. Ito yung mga taong naniniwala doon sa dasal o doon sa paninindigan, 'di ba? Paninindigan sa Diyos na nagsasabing, "For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory." Sapagkat sa iyo ang lahat ng kadakilaan at ang kapurihan. Ayan po, para sa Kanya, sa Diyos, ang lahat ng kapurihan at kadakilaan. Hindi po para sa atin. Kaya nga po sa mga ibang relihiyosong Kristiyano, katulad yan sa dating daan na headed by Brother Eli, bawal sa amin noon ang ikaw ay magpasalamat sa isang kapatid na gumawa sa inyo ng kabutihan. Magagalit ang kapatid, sasabihin sa iyo, "Ba't ka magpapasalamat sa akin? Saan ang gantimpalo ko ngayon? Ipapasalamat ka." So, ang doktrina, magpapasalamat ka sa Diyos, hindi doon sa taong nagbigay sa iyo ng kabutihan. Upang sa ganun, yung kanyang gantimpala na maaaring makuha niya pagdating sa kabilang buhay, ay hindi niya maiwala. Ganon din naman sa aming mga Muslim, dahil ako naging Muslim na, kapag ikaw ay nakagawa ng kabutihan, sasabihin ng kapatid, sa halip na magpasalamat sa iyo, sasabihin niya, Alhamdulillah, or Allahu Akbar, o kaya Masya Allah, ganyan. Kasi lahat ng mga salitang yan ay pagpupuri sa Allah, sa Diyos. Kaya hindi kami naghahangad ng sarili naming kapurihan. Ganyan po magiging ugali ng mga leader na magkakagusto sa ganitong klaseng blueprint. Hindi naghahangad ng sariling kadakilaan, kundi ang kadakilaan ng taong o ng lumalang sa kanya. Ayan po. Maraming salamat mga kaibigan sa lahat ng mga abogado na namumura. Namumura ho tayo ngayon sa buwang ito ng January 2026. Minumura tayo ng harapan. Kapag sinabi pong mura, hindi naman necessarily na PI. Kapag sinabing minumura ka, sabihin yung tahasan pa lang na pagbabalasubas sa umiiral na mga batas na itinatadhana ng ating konstitusyon, iyon po ay isang anyo ng pagpapasawalang halaga mo sa mga umiiral na mga batas o tuntunin na tinadhana ng ating mga ninuno, ng mga naunang mga abogado. Ayan po. Hindi ka man nagmumura ng PI, pero dahil winawalang halaga mo, winawalan mo ng kwenta, ganyan, wala na pong halaga. Kasi ang mura po ay pagpapawalang halaga sa isang bagay. Kapag minumura mo isang bagay, sinabihan mo isang bagay, wala kang kwenta, yun ay isang anyo ng pagmumura. Minumura mo siya. Winawalang kwenta mo ang kanyang halaga. Winawalang halaga mo siya. Kaya pag ikaw ay may mga magulang o mga mahal sa buhay na hindi mo binibigyang halaga, ay para mo na rin siyang tawiran mo na rin siyang minumura. Ayun po. Maraming salamat po sa lahat. Sana inyo pong pag-aralan ang blueprint na ito. Magandang gabi.